So for the past 2-3 years, I've been going to club every once in a while, and my experience has been a mix of fun, interesting, and at times disappointing.
It's so cold here, bro.
Now let me explain why. Nightlife in North America. Some people love it, some people hate it, and some people just feel pressure to do it. Whether it be because of friends, because of fear of missing out, or because your parents told you to go outside and stop looking at a screen the whole entire day. I mean, who doesn't love the idea of flashing lights, blasting music, and posting a story on your IG caption, "Last night was a movie," while sipping on an overpriced drink posted up in a corner? That sounds like a blast, right? Well, spoiler alert, it's not all it's hyped up to be. In fact, for the average guy, it might be one of the worst ways to spend your time, money, and energy. Also, when I say North America, by the way, I'm mostly talking about Canada since that's where I'm from. But you Americans, let me know if it's sort of the same clubbing experience over there. Anyways, let's break down the top reasons why clubbing is not worth it for most guys, and why you might want to think twice before hitting the club next weekend. So first things first, let's not lie to each other. Most guys go to clubs in order to be around some ladies and try to score. Whether you define that as just meeting girls and dancing with them, getting a couple number or IGs, makeout sessions, or a full home run in one night, you're still trying to get something out of your night. And yes, some of us actually go just to have fun with our friends outside during nighttime with other random NPCs. However, you must understand that going to the club for getting girls is the equivalent of basically going on dating apps, but IRL, and way less brutal. By this, I mean that girls can easily judge you only based on your appearance, and for the most part, they have more options. Since the music is so loud, it's so hard to talk and have a conversation, so they can't make a decision based on your personality. In this case, your personality is pretty much your looks, gang. Let's keep it 100. Usually you have to scream in her ears a couple of words and hope that she gets it. So it's hard to drop some loose game or riz or whatever you want to call it, unless you both speak fluent sign language or some shit. She won't know how you're saying things, like if you're being sarcastic, teasing her, or flirting. You can't really tell because of the loud music. One thing that's good about the clubs though is that if you're good at reading body language and have good interpersonal skills, you can easily tell if a girl is interested or not after not even 2 minutes of meeting her. And sometimes you can even find out at the speed of light as they tell you fuck off or say they're lesbians or have a boyfriend at home that's gonna come kick your ass. I guess one has to just tug it out, right? Oh! Anyways, at least there's no ghosting or response after 2 business days like on dating apps or social media. You get your answer right then and there, and then you decide what you want to do with that. I will say this though, I've noticed that the most important factors in terms of looks when it comes to successfully pulling girls at the clubs are first, your height. Second, if you're not super tall, then it's your frame. And then third, your face. Then clothes, shoes, abs, the size of your Johnson, your chain and accessories, they're all whatever. Huh? Yeah, this is the brutal reality for us short kings. If you're not above average in terms of height, it's really not going to boost your chances and make you stand out from the competition. So you better pray that there's not that many tall chads at the spot you're going to. Since it's dark and with the alcohol, I would say they can't really even see your face properly. So they really just go off of your frame and height, as that's what will mostly highlight. Your face is more when you go outside with a girl, or if she takes a pic with you with a flash on and then she's like, oh, well, that's how he looks like. But really, these 3 things are aspects that are outside of your control. So of course you still have to be confident. That's obvious. That shouldn't even be mentioned by now. But by how much can that really increase your chances of success if everyone else is also confident and the girls can easily compare you with the many options that they have in a close vicinity? So yeah, all of this extremely competitive looks battleground can be discouraging because if you're not part of the top moggers club, it's easy to feel invisible, which can really infect your self-esteem. But it's important to remember, for these type of environments, superficial things are considered important. So yeah, it is what it is. Also, a lot of people argue that clout and status matters in these type of settings, and yes, it kind of does. For example, if you have a large following on social media, it'll boost your chances of pulling girls, as it'll pique their initial interest and make them want to know more about you.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
That being said, please follow me on Instagram. So now let's talk about the financial aspect of a night out. Clubbing and nightlife can get extremely expensive. Not only is there always an entry fee for guys, which can range from $10 to $50 compared to girls, where they can sometimes get in for absolutely free. There's also the coat check, which is honestly getting ridiculous. Like 2 years ago it was like $3, now it's $4. In 5 years it'll probably be worth like a McChicken combo. Inflation is just hitting us in every fucking aspect. Additionally, there's parking. If you or one of your friends is driving, which this can range anywhere from what, like $10 to $20, depending if it's a secure parking lot area. Oh, and surprise, if you're not driving, then you probably either have to take the public transit or Uber, which, let's be honest, anyone in the right mind is gonna order an Uber instead of waiting for a night bus with a bunch of sketchy people at 3 a.m. Well, if you're ordering an Uber, shit can get extremely expensive depending on factors such as the ride time, number of stops, number of passengers, the time at which you order it, as if you're leaving at the same time as everyone else, then there will be a high demand and the price will increase and you'll be forced to either wait longer for cheaper prices or just be pressured to order a high priority Uber, which is going to cost you more money. I mean, the city I live, the prices for Uber rides are just absolutely insane compared to places like in South America. It's almost like they want you to just be like, fuck it, I'm just going to walk for 4 hours to get back home. And now don't even get me started on the prices of the drinks at the bars. Like, bro, inflation has been hitting us so hard that the prices of the drinks are not only ridiculous now, but they have to reduce the amount of alcohol they serve you in a cocktail by fucking putting more H2O juice dilution to it. At this point, you're kind of forced to pre-drink if you want to save your money. And okay, that's fine. But if you don't time the alcohol correctly, then by the time you get inside the club, that's it. It's gone. You're feeling fully sober. And so then you feel like you have to recharge, which... more money. And if you're thinking about bottle service, bro, I have no words for you other than you're absolutely getting scammed here. This is how clubs mostly make their money. It's always with the bottles. The same bottle that you get for $40 at the liquor store, they charge 10x the price. But oh, they bring it to your table with a bunch of bottle girls and a sign and some lights, and you can write anything on the sign. So what, bro? That shit ain't nowhere near worth $500. I don't care what anyone says, unless you're rich as fuck, buying a bottle at the club is not a flex. It's just plain stupidity. Like, yeah, dumb hoes will probably think you're all that, but let's be honest. They're not gonna want you for you. They're just gonna want you for your wallet. And here comes our next point. A lot of girls will talk and act interested in you for a couple minutes just so you can buy them a couple of drinks, which is another expense that is fully on your side. But if you're an absolute Giga Chad Sigma like me, I usually tell them I'm a male feminist and believe in empowering boss babes to pay the first round and then I get the second, which never works. They always curse me out and leave, but hey, at least I know that they wasn't even fucking with me for me. They just wanted free shit.
Got 'em. We fucking got 'em.
Oh, also, there's usually the post-night out food or snack, which is an additional cost, unless you plan on starving till breakfast the next morning and feeling like absolute shit. So all of these financial things that I just talked about comes up to around, what, like 100 to 150, depending on everything and how far you live for the Uber, and given that you don't buy a bottle, that's quite a lot for 4 or 5 hours of fun. Now, say you do this every weekend. That comes to like $600 per month, $7,200 per year. Like, bruh, you could do so much better shit with that money that would actually benefit you. Like, just with a month of not going out, you could afford flight tickets to get the fuck out of here during the cold winter. Anyways, if you're the average guy out there, you're probably also making average money. So is spending like 10 to 20% of your yearly salary on this shit worth it? Hence why I think the return on investment is minimal, as it's really just short-term euphoria and dopamine. Once you wake up the next morning, your life is still the same shit, stuck living in the matrix, and nothing really much has changed. Now, finally, let's talk about the health drawbacks of this type of late night activity. Staying up in a high energy environment till 3 to 4 a.m., the alcohol and other stuff like cigarettes or weed or more, the 100 plus decibels, extremely loud sound, the highly judgmental and competitive crowd, all this shit can really take a toll on your physical and mental health. You can't deny it here. There's more bad than good that comes from clubbing when it comes to your health. Like, yeah, maybe mentally you feel bliss when you're drunk dancing to some house music with some random NPCs, but how long does that feeling of euphoria and dopamine really last? And are these feelings really true if they're enhanced by external factors and substances? These type of activities late at night disrupt your sleep schedule a lot, which can affect your mood, energy, and productivity the next day. Most importantly, these type of activities make you look like shit in the long run, as it shows it mostly by decreasing your facial features appeal, such as giving you baggy, dark circled eyes, acne and dry skin, puffy face. Overall, it just ages you, and it has been proven that healthy habits is highly correlated with beauty, which we all know it's kind of important these days. Also, if you're trying to get a nice gym physique, then doing this type of shit is basically stopping you from reaching your full potential, as full 8 hours of sleep is crucial for building muscle and and alcohol tends to lower your testosterone. Maybe the gym bros can confirm this part in the comments. Also, I don't care. You guys can go ahead and call me an unk, but I swear as you get older, your body starts to feel the negative effects more and more. The alcohol for a lot of guys is pretty much needed in order to get out of your comfort zone and socialize with the opposite gender. But is the hangover and damaging your liver worth it if you can just practice your social skills slowly in more normal environments like, I don't know, college class, out in the mall, grocery stores? Like, I get that this takes more balls and confidence to do this, because nowadays socializing with NPCs in the street and shooting your shot out in the wild is considered a weird thing to do. Anyways, the type of girls you meet at these places are for the most part not healthy and wife material. Yeah, there's a few good ones that don't go clubbing too often and are just there to have fun with their friends or got forced to go. But in general terms, you won't really find a great amount of quality. Let's be honest, if you're looking for a long-term relationship, do you really want to wife up a girl that has a bunch of guy friends that like to party a lot and she knows the name of all the bouncers and hugs them when she sees them? Yeah, GG's, bro. If that's not the case, it's better that you look somewhere else, because this is just a waste of time. Like me personally, I could not date a club girl because I'm not big into that. So why would I expect to find a girlfriend like a dumbass that's compatible with me at a club? That's like the equivalent of me going shopping at a thrift store expecting to find a brand new Lamborghini Aventador. Regardless, a lot of guys still do this, and I guess it's what the new gen calls boy math. So if you're trying to just have some short-term fun, then yeah, this is definitely the main spot you can go outside of dating apps with the most chances of finding that. But let's be honest, this can become quite unhealthy after making 120 BPM beats in bed with randoms every week, especially if you're not too careful with protection and how much you trust the person. I don't know, that's just my opinion, but what the fuck do I know? In conclusion, while clubbing might seem like fun in the moment, the reality is that it's often just a distraction and you don't really get a good return on investment in terms of money, time, and energy. It just further pulls you away from achieving your goals and your full potential as a man. This is gonna sound really corny as fuck, but I think if you were to focus on looks maxing or making above average money, and if you were to go back to the club when you're at the top, it will probably be a completely different, better experience. At least I hope so. Now, will I completely stop clubbing forever until I come back from Turkey to fix my hairline and become rich like Jeff Bezos? No, I will probably still go out to the club once every 3-4 months because I have to touch grass and live a little.
Hey, I'ma keep it real with y'all. I get no bitches.
That being said, I will be honest, I strongly believe that nightlife is better abroad in places such as South America or Europe, for example. People here literally just be standing or sitting around on their phones, posting stories and snapping other people how fun it is while just existing there. There's few people that actually dance and socialize, and it has just become so expensive to have fun in the real world these days. It's not like back in the 90s and early 2000s. You OGs, let me know in the comments, please. So next time someone invites you to a club, take a second to think, is it really worth it? Or would you rather invest that time and energy into something more fulfilling? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I want to reach 10,000 subs. See you on the next one.